Welcome to day 2 of the 30 days of free coaching. I'm excited to talk about the next subject for today, which is going to be carbs. A lot of carbs have a lot of variants of what people really want to do with them. Do you want to have high carbs? Do you want to have low carbs? And there's a lot of mixed information about it because everyone has such a variance in what they actually need that it can be beneficial for both sides, which can result in a lot of confusion and understanding that you got to figure out what is best for you. And depending on what your goal is, we can go one way or the other. For the sake of it, let's say we want to have low carbs. Some of the reasons that we would want to have low carbs is that when you're eating carbs, it tends to stimulate hunger and you want to eat more. And if you are wanting to lose more weight and you're struggling with cravings and things like this, eating a higher carb diet is really going to increase the amount of food we're going to eat, just in the fact that it's going to be harder for us to get away from those urges of wanting to eat more and more food. So if you're wanting to lose weight, I suggest more of a low carb diet. And if you're more on the side that, hey, I want to build muscle, I want to go for performance and all these good things and feel like you have a bunch of energy, then go with more of a high carb diet. Because like when you're trying to build muscle, there's been a bunch of studies that show that if you're eating carbs beforehand and after, like say 2 hours before the workout, and then right after the workout, then it's best to go and actually eat those carbs. It's going to help stimulate muscle growth. Eating after you work out, it has small returns, so we're kind of splitting hairs a little bit here. But like say if you are really full and you just don't feel like eating, then you don't have to be doing this. But if you want that extra little gain, extra little step in the right direction, then go ahead and eat those carbs right after the workout. And that's going to really help in the long run because those small 1% increases will add up over time. But we really want to try to stay with some better carb choices. We want to kind of stay away from the white sugars. We want to stay away from a lot of the processed stuff because it really spikes our blood sugar and everything. We want more of like a complex carb. Some good options is like oatmeal, potatoes, sweet potatoes, things like that. And whole wheat is an option that you could go with, but a lot of people are intolerant to gluten or have a small intolerance that you don't really notice about. So that's a little bit more iffy subject, going with the whole wheat and everything, mostly because of how much chemicals are sprayed on it. Like say if you're in Europe, a lot of the time you could be able to eat that stuff because there's a lot more regulations on what you can spray and what you can't on food, and a lot of us, our stomachs just can't handle that extra. So there's a lot of things that you can do to improve your health in the best way you can, but this is something that's a little bit more free flowing. Like it's not going to make or break your diet. It just, if you want to actually lose weight, you either have to eat less food, or if you want to gain weight, you eat more food. So you could either have more fats, you could have more carbs. It's all unique to you, and you shouldn't be sweating that as much. You should be really focusing on the main things and issues like getting your protein, getting enough water, getting your sleep, and things like this. There's a lot of different things, and once you put them all together, you start to build a nice little solid pyramid, and you can get success really quick. But don't feel bad if you have a day where you didn't get the carbs you wanted, or the carbs you didn't want, if you went over a little. This is a journey. We're trying to do things for a decade plus, because diets, most people, they do it for short term. They say, hey, I want to lose 10 pounds or 20 pounds in a month, and they do that and then they gain all the weight back. And that's just something that isn't sustainable. It's screwing up our metabolism, our hormones and everything. We want to be able to do something that's easily manageable and achievable for 10 years plus, so that you can stay healthy, lose weight, and you know your body the best. So let's try to figure out what you need and what works good with you, because everyone's different, and don't feel bad that you're having like a worse choice on, maybe you had like a donut or something. These things you can have them. It's just you need to incorporate them into your diet properly so that you don't go over that calorie threshold, and implement things where you can. Or you can just increase your metabolism higher so you can eat more food, and then you can have a little bit worse food that you eat and everything. But it's really going to come down to how you feel and everything. And carbs do actually increase your sugar levels quite a bit too. So it's always best to pair that with a protein first and then have those carbs after. So we don't just shoot our sugar levels through the roof and have all this inflammation response and all this other stuff, because we don't want to feel like trash. We want to feel good. We want to feel optimal, and we want to do the best we can. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about fats and everything in there, and I'm excited to talk about that. So don't forget to jump on your email tomorrow and learn more on the topics and everything. So thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye.